Good morning and welcome to a regular meeting of a panel of utility commissioners and staff of the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority held today, Wednesday, December 20th, 2023 at 10 a.m. by remote teleconference. My name is Chairman Marissa Gillette, and I'm joined virtually today by my colleagues, the Vice Chairman Jack Pekoski and Commissioner Michael Karen. We have a regular calendar and a consent calendar in front of us today. Quite a busy day on the regular calendar here, so thank you in advance for bearing with us. This is our final regular meeting of calendar year 2023. So we are going out with a bang in terms of getting a lot of decisions approved. So up first is Authority Staff Engineer Maria Schul to present the first item, docket number 120707 WI-19, the application of Hazardville Water Company for a water infrastructure conservation adjustment. It's a semi-annual filing report. So we'll turn to Ms. Schul to present the decision for the panel's consideration, please.
Good morning, Chairman Gillette, Vice Chairman Pekoski, and Commissioner Kieran. Hazardville Water Company submitted the instant semi-annual filing report application on October 31st, 2023. The company requests that the authority designate project numbers 20, 22, and 55 through 59 as WICA eligible. Project numbers 55 and 59 are meter replacement projects, and they don't belong to WICA, they belong to capital investment. Therefore, the authority does not approve project numbers 55 and 59 as WICA eligible. Project numbers 20, 22, 56, 57, and 58 involve the replacement of mains with an estimated cost of $1,670,620. Based upon review of the records, the authority approves the projects as WICA eligible. Hazardville seeks recovery of $631,893 for completed project numbers 21 and 14. Project number 21 cost $588,000 and involves replacement of 2,100 feet of main. For project number 14, the company retained $43,893 for road restoration, inspected by the Department of Transportation. The authority reviewed the two completed projects and finds that the cost of $631,893 meet the WICA eligibility criteria. Therefore, this cost can be used to calculate the WICA adjustment. Hazardville requested an incremental WICA surcharge of 2.06%. This is a cumulative WICA surcharge of 9.98% effective January 1st, 2024. The WICA adjustment is subject to limitations according to Connecticut General Statute, paragraph 16-262 WI. Prior to approving the WICA adjustment, the authority must verify that the amount of the WICA adjustment satisfies two statutory requirements. First, that the amount charged between rate cases does not exceed 10%, and second, that the amount charged for any 12-month period does not exceed 5%. Accordingly, the authority finds that the WICA adjustment complies with the 12-month and cumulative statutory caps. The Public Utilities Regulatory Authority authorizes a water infrastructure and conservation adjustment incremental surcharge of 2.06% and cumulative surcharge of 9.98% for Hazardville Water Company, effective January 1st, 2024. The authority also approves project numbers 20, 22, 56, 57, and 58 as WICA eligible projects. I recommend the decision to the panel. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I move adoption, Madam Chairman.
And I would second.
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments? If not, we will ask Mr. Bumpin to please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen.
Yes.
Thank you. The decision has been adopted. We will turn next to item number 2, docket number 220605, PURA's implementation of Public Act 22-55. And we have Mr. Butler here to present the decision for the panel's consideration, please.
Thank you. Good morning, Chairman Gillette, Vice Chairman Bukowski, and Commissioner Karen. The Connecticut Light and Power Company, doing business as Eversource Energy, and the United Illuminating Company submitted proposals to the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority for a pilot program to build, own, and operate energy storage systems pursuant to Public Act 2255, an act concerning energy storage systems and electric distribution system reliability. Section 2 of Public Act 2255 is intended to promote the resilience of critical infrastructure and to improve distribution system reliability through energy storage system demonstration projects. Eversource proposed constructing 3 battery storage microgrids in Voluntton, Sherman, and Winchester, Connecticut. The authority denies without prejudice Eversource's 3 proposed energy storage projects because there is insufficient record evidence that the proposals will provide value to ratepayers. The company is directed to refile up to 3 proposals with additional supporting documentation. The United Illuminating Company proposed constructing 3 battery storage microgrids in Bridgeport, New Haven, and North Haven, Connecticut. The authority approves UI's 3 proposed battery storage pilot projects. The authority will conduct a prudency review of incurred costs in the company's respective future rate adjustment mechanism proceedings, or if applicable, their next distribution rate cases. Authority staff recommend approval of the decision.
Thank you, Mr. Butler. Is there a motion?
I move adoption.
And second.
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no questions or comments, I'll ask Mr. Bumpin to please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen.
Yes.
Thank you. The decision has been adopted. And we are going to stick with Mr. Butler for the third item, docket number 220629, PURA investigation into distributed energy resource interconnection cost allocation, I believe for the residential sector. So Mr. Butler, please.
Thank you. In this decision, the authority revises the policy on allocating distribution system upgrade costs triggered by the interconnection of residential distributed energy resource projects. The revised policy will share transformer upgrade costs among distributed energy resource project applicants and electric distribution company customers, replacing the current policy that requires triggering applicants to pay the full cost of necessary interconnection upgrades, regardless of who will subsequently benefit or who contributed to the need for the upgrade. Additionally, environmental justice applicants are not responsible for any costs associated with distribution system transformer upgrades. Finally, the authority establishes new data collection requirements for Eversource and the United Illuminating Company related to residential distributed energy resource interconnections to assess the effectiveness of this revised policy and to inform future iterations of the policy. Authority staff recommend approval of this decision.
Thank you, Mr. Butler. Is there a motion?
I move adoption.
And second.
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no questions or comments, we will ask Mr. Bumpin to please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen.
Yes.
Thank you. The decision has been adopted. We'll turn to docket number 230601, the annual review of Connecticut's electric suppliers and electric distribution companies' compliance with Connecticut's renewable energy portfolio standards in the year 2022. I will turn to Authority Staff Attorney Kate Keenan to present the decision for the panel's consideration, please.
Thank you. Good morning, Chairman Gillette, Vice Chairman Bukowski, and Commissioner Karen. In this decision, the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority reviews and determines the electric suppliers and electric distribution companies' compliance with Connecticut's Renewable Portfolio Standard, or RPS, in calendar year 2022. The authority delegated the matter to the authority's Office of Education, Outreach, and Enforcement up to its filing a proposed final decision. In calendar year 2022, 39 companies, including 37 electric suppliers and the 2 electric distribution companies, were subject to the Connecticut RPS, serving our aggregated load in Connecticut of approximately 26.1 million megawatt hours. Of the 39 companies, 26 fulfilled the RPS requirements by procuring and properly settling the necessary amount of renewable energy certificates for a given class, with 13 companies fulfilling their full RPS requirements for all classes through renewable energy certificates. The aggregate renewable source deficiency from the remaining companies not meeting the requirements consisted of 287,193 Class 1 certificates, 32,798 Class 2 certificates, and 76,323 Class 3 certificates, resulting in the assessment of over $14 million in alternative compliance payments, or ACP. Of the total ACP assessments, $591,560 is payable to the Green Bank, $4,465,182 is payable to Eversource, and $9,616,999 is payable to the United Illuminating Company. The companies collectively banked 775,261 Class 1 certificates, 104,774 Class 2 certificates, and 120,775 Class 3 certificates, totaling 1,810 certificates banked in calendar year 2022. No later than January 10th, 2024, the decision orders all electric suppliers and the electric distribution company that owe alternative compliance payments to submit to the authority receipts showing such payments. Additionally, no later than January 17th, 2024, the decision orders each of the electric distribution companies to deposit Class 2 alternative compliance payments in the Sustainable Materials Management Fund. The authority staff recommends adoption of this decision. Thank you.
Keenan, is there a motion?
I move adoption.
No second.
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no questions or comments, we will have Mr. Bumpin please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Pekoski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen,
Yes.
Thank you. The decision is adopted. The 5th item is docket number 230702. Bureau's implementation of the provisions of Public Act 23-199. Mr. Ojiri is here to present the decision for the panel's consideration, please.
Thank you. Good morning, Chairman Gillette, Vice Chairman Pekoski, and Commissioner Karen. In this decision, the authority addresses the provisions of Public Act 23-199, which involves the processes and procedures from Service presents directives for the implementation of the provisions contained within the Act. PA 23-199, passed in the June 2023 legislative session, required that the authority initiate an uncontested proceeding to implement a process to notify certain property owners of pending utility service terminations. The Act requires that beginning no later than January 1, 2024, the company shall provide notice of service termination via U.S. mail not less than 72 hours prior to the termination of said service to a person or requester who certifies that they are the owner of a property that is used exclusively for non-residential purposes, and said property does not contain more than 12,000 square feet of total floor area to which the companies provide service that is billed to a customer other than the person or requester. The authority gathered information from the participants in this proceeding to accomplish the goals of the Act through written comments, interrogatories, and a technical meeting. The decision sets forth 9 orders for the companies subject to this Act to follow, which address various situations that companies might face. The authority also created, with the participants' input, a termination request form and a termination notice to be used by the company subject to the act. Accordingly, authority staff recommend adoption of the decision to the panel. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, sir. Is there a motion?
Move adoption, Madam Chairman.
Second.
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no questions or comments, we will ask Mr. Bumpin to please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen,
Yes.
Thank you. The decision has been adopted. The sixth item on today's agenda is docket number 230825. The application of Clover Energy LLC for Connecticut electric supplier license, and we will return to you, Attorney Kate Keenan, to present the decision for the panel's consideration, please.
Thank you, Chairman Gillette. On August 24th, 2023, Clover Energy LLC applied to the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority for an electric supplier license pursuant to Connecticut General Statute Section 16-245. In response, the authority considered Clover Energy's application in an uncontested proceeding. The authority delegated the matter to the PURA Office of Education Outreach and Enforcement up to its filing a proposed final decision addressing this application. The authority determines that Clover Energy failed to demonstrate that it has managerial capability to provide electric generation services. Clover Energy failed to submit a complete and accurate application and repeatedly failed to comply with deadlines and authority procedures. Additionally, Clover Energy did not file an objection to the Office of Education Outreach and Enforcement's motion for decision, even though the motion requested that the authority deny Clover's application. Clover Energy also did not file written exceptions to the authority's proposed final decision. Clover Energy's engagement with the authority in this docket indicates that Clover Energy is inattentive to its filings, inattentive to due dates, and unaware of an electric supplier's legal obligations. Clover Energy also demonstrated difficulty following the authority's basic instructions. A licensed electric supplier must demonstrate the managerial capability to support customers and comply with regulations without constant oversight, reminders, and assistance. Accordingly, Clover Energy failed to demonstrate that it has the managerial capability to provide electric generation services as a licensed electric supplier. The authority therefore denies Clover Energy's application for an electric supplier license. Authority staff recommends adoption of this decision. Thank you.
Is there a motion?
I move adoption.
Second.
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no questions or comments, we will ask Mr. Bumpin to please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen,
Yes.
Thank you. The decision has been adopted. The seventh item on today's regular meeting agenda is docket number 230901. Call before you dig proposed budget for 2024. We'll turn to Authority Staff Engineer, Mr. Dan Nivison, to present the decision for the panel's consideration, please.
Great. Good morning. By application submitted to the authority on October 30th, 2023, Call Before You Dig requested authority approval of his proposed 2024 operating budget. In the application, CBYD proposed a 2024 calendar year budget of $2,714,304, which represents an increase in 6.7% in operating expenses over the budget from the prior year. The proposed budget would maintain the monthly mileage rate for member utilities at $4.35 per mile per month. The increase in the budget will be covered by an increase in miles of registered facilities by member utilities. The authority finds that this will equitably allocate the cost of operating the notification system to those public utility companies whose facilities are registered with the clearinghouse. CBYD is entering into the fifth and final year of a 5-year contract with Pelican Corp One Call to manage the day-to-day operations of the call center. CBYD has begun the process of contract review and negotiations with Pelican Corp and hopes to have this completed by the end of 2023. The authority is supportive of this process as it ensures continuity of operations. The authority will direct CBYD to file the proposed contract with the authority for review prior to its execution. The authority finds that the 2024 budget proposed by CBYD is sufficient and reasonable to allow CBYD to fulfill its statutorily mandated duties and responsibilities. The authority approves the proposed budget as filed, as well as the proposed rates. I recommend this decision to the panel.
Thank you, sir. Is there a motion?
Move adoption.
And second.
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no questions or comments, we'll have Mr. Bumpin please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen,
Yes.
Thank you. The decision has been adopted. We'll turn next to our consent calendar on which there are 5 items. Is there a motion?
Madam Chairman, I would move the last consent calendar of the year.
And I will second it, Madam Chairman.
Thank you, gentlemen. The consent calendar has been regularly moved and seconded. Mr. Bumpin, please take the roll.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Bukowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Karen,
Yes.
Thank you. The consent calendar has been adopted in full. That brings us to the end of today's regular meeting agenda. We are going to prepare to adjourn here. As I mentioned at the top, this was the last regular meeting of calendar year 2023. So the next time we convene for a regular meeting, it will be the new year on Wednesday, January 3rd at 10 a.m., also held by remote teleconference. I want to wish everyone happy holidays, great new year. Gentlemen, any closing words for 2023 before we sign off here?
Madam Chairman, if I may, I would also like to wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday season and thank our terrific staff for the job they do here on a day-to-day basis for PURA. This morning's agenda, 7 cases, no small task to put these cases together, and we're very fortunate to have them. So with that, I wish you and my colleague, Commissioner Karen, a happy and healthy holiday season. And again, everyone, a happy new year.
And Madam Chairman, if I may, also wish everyone a happy holiday season and new year. And also, I'd like to thank both of you and all of our staff here for your support over the past year of my tenure as president of the National Association for Utility Commissioners. I couldn't have done it without your support. I certainly do appreciate it. I'm very grateful. We had a very good year, and it was more exciting than I expected, and actually very rewarding. So again, thank you very much for all your support, and looking forward to a very happy and prosperous and productive new year.
Very well said, gentlemen. We are closing out the year with under 80 active dockets, which is a feat for our agency, and today was no small contribution to those efforts. So I want to thank all the staff that presented today and everyone who contributed to another successful year at the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority. Thank you very much. We are now going to adjourn, and we will see you in